What's going on, S2S fam? Listen, this episode of the Secrets to Success podcast is brought to you by our amazing sponsor, our longest standing sponsor relationship, Organifi. Get ready to unlock your true potential with their incredible products. If you're looking to take your health to the next level, I want you to meet Organifi, the brand that's revolutionizing the wellness industry. If your parents were anything like mine or your grandparents and they want you to eat those greens, eat them vegetables, listen, Organifi has solved that for us. Their flagship product, the Organifi green juice, is packed with superfoods like spirulina, chlorella, moringa, and it serves to boost your immune system and energize your morning. But that's not all, y'all. Try Organifi red juice for a refreshing pick-me-up. Packed with antioxidant-rich fruits, it enhances focus and ignites creativity. And when it's time to wind down, enjoy that Organifi Gold, a soothing blend of turmeric, ginger, and reishi mushrooms that promotes deep sleep and relaxation. Organifi sources the highest quality ingredients from organic farms worldwide, ensuring that their products are vegan-friendly, gluten-free, and free of artificial additives. Pure nutrition in every sip. And here's the best part. As a valued listener of the S2S podcast, you have a special offer, all right? Visit Organifi.com/success. That's Organifi.com/success. And use the promo code SUCCESS. And that unlocks for you a 20% discount on all their products. So don't wait. Start your journey to health today with Organifi. Organifi.com/success. Use the promo code SUCCESS at checkout and experience the transformation for yourself. Your future self will thank you.
When you're anxious and worried, you're really giving them home court advantage. So the very people that you are trying to impress, you're giving them power over you, caring about what they think. Let me tell you this the truth. They will love you when you no longer care about what they think about you.
You ready? All right.
Bro, and I'm telling y'all, Ian, I'm saying I've lived a lot in that middle ground because I'm exposure.
Oh, that's where the stress is, bro.
Bruh,
I promise you that's where the stress is.
I'll be real with y'all. That's the reason I wrote the book, because I was in that point of like, yo, I am losing it.
Yeah.
Like I'm exposed to all of this, but it's not happening, God.
Yeah.
What is wrong? And I can't figure it out. But to your point, you still doing the same things you've always done.
Yeah.
As exposed as you are, you still
doing that. Yeah.
Bruh, I'm telling y'all, that is not where you want to be. I was too frustration.
Listen,
I'm talking about crying.
That's why I'm telling people, like, yo, the stress lives in the gray area.
That's where it's at, bro.
So your anxiety and stress really lives in the gray area. And I try to, like, I always tell people, like, I'll be telling my wife all the time, like, because she know, like, my natural instinct is to attack, right? And it's not because I'm tough. It's because my stress lives in the gray area. So, for instance, we were just talking about this.
That's good.
No. I'm not tough, bro.
That's good.
I get nervous, and I'm like, we gonna end this feeling right now, because I'm stressed. Like, and so in my stress, it's like so that's where my pilot kicks in tough, right? So for instance, everybody laughed because it's funny now, but so we were at the crib, Maul and Camille was there, everybody was there. My mother-in-law started choking, right? Like she was choking. I was in the basement, and I just heard my wife scream. Run upstairs, train behind giving her was the Heimlich. Is it Heimlich, right? Yeah, Heimlich. I don't even see. I ain't take none of the class. So, look, y'all gonna laugh. So I'm seeing that it's not coming up. Yeah. So what did I do? I ran over there, and this again. I don't know nothing about CPR. Of course, I'm prefacing with that, but I'm also not finna do nothing.
Right.
I'm scared. My mother-in-law like. And Train got her, so I went, in my mind, when I got something stuck, like sometimes when you throw up, like somebody punch you in the stomach, you go, huh! Like, so I went over and just smashed her stomach in. Like literally, pushed her, like grabbed her stomach, was like, ha, like trying to give it an extra, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, again. So
gotta do something.
It came out. My mother-in-law is alive and well, love you to life. And so now they don't want to give me no credit for it, which I don't need no credit. My mother-in-law, I'm saying.
She alive.
But everybody was like,
that's credit.
See what the hell was you doing? Bro, I was like, bro.
Like Train saved her life.
He did.
It looked like CJ was beating her down.
Yo, okay.
Like, yo, let's tell you what, let me take your daughter out. He was just.
Yeah, no, listen.
Like, see, yo.
It might even have not helped. I'm saying it might have hurt. Listen, She's here. Another example, Avery got a quarter stuck in her throat. So when Candace, she screamed. I jump over the couch, I go back there, Avery grabbing her throat. I can't breathe. So, again, my stress, I'm going somewhere with this. I'm not talking about no family issues. So I immediately go over to her mouth and try to ram my whole hand down her mouth and grab the quarter. I don't have time for Google. I don't have time to call 911. My baby girl can't breathe.
Yeah, please listen.
I throw my hand down there and it moves the quarter and she did like this and she started breathing. I'm in the car and we on the way to the hospital while Candace like, oh, should I call Aunt Sal? My aunt is a peds ICU nurse. I'm like, what? She live in Lansing.
What's she going? Yeah.
We in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, what I'm telling you though is the stress for me is when you say she got a quarter stuck and I'm looking at her choke.
This is sermon.
When I'm active, ain't no stress.
Yeah.
Cause I'm in it.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
This is a sermon.
So when I tell y'all I'm not tough or like, oh, somebody running here right now with a gun, I'm gonna be the first one shot because I'm going right there because I don't want to hide behind the screen for 2 hours and wait till my man, like, I'm gonna die anyway. Like the stress of that,
that's it.
I'd rather just go and knock me out right now. Again, I'm not telling you this is the right thing to do, but I'm telling you the stress lives in the great.
Corshawn.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Bruh, this is
good.
This is a trick of the devil.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is how the devil has trapped so many people. Like, bro, this on some spiritual stuff. Bruh, when you look at people who are stressed and mentally whatever, it is them sitting in a bad situation, just sitting there trying to figure something out. They isolated, bruh. That's all it is. You literally sitting there, you know it's wrong.
You
not
watching
really
your daughter choke out and you like.
You just try, and that terror
This is terrible.
that we try to get to in the Bible, that terror when they see Goliath, that terror of them just sitting there.
Paralyzed.
They paralyzed. And that's what happens. You in gray, you end up getting paralyzed, and all of your creativity, all of your great self, you become, like you can see people who stress, and you look at them, and it's like they don't physically look the same.
No.
They don't mentally look the same. When they talk, you don't know who who is that? Like, bro, and to your point, I never talk about it. But, bro, I left the crib, and everybody be like, to me, homeless wasn't as bad as people thought. Like, y'all never even hear me talk about homeless. Like, you never hear me talk about homeless and be shaking and crying. You heard me talk about my biological father and crying. You've never heard me talk about homeless and crying. Why? I was in control. I was in control, bruh. I was never at the whim of my mom. I was never at the whim of my father who raised me. I was never at their whim. I was never on that. I would prefer to be homeless and in control than be at the crib with food.
Bro, we quit our job.
Bruh.
We wasn't in control.
Bruh.
Bro, we lived in the gray area up there. Somebody else telling you what you gonna do. Gray area.
Do it.
Am I gonna get a raise or not? Is E gonna get that promotion or not? We gotta go. Not that we sweet. We just want to be in control of our own destiny and don't want to be living in somebody else's gray area.
You know what you do when you're in the gray? You blame other people.
Oh, 100%. As you should.
You do when you in
As
the
you
gray.
should. You in the gray.
You in the gray,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
So somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
Why you can't make a decision?
But my goal in life has always been able to put myself in positions where I can never blame anybody else. Where I cannot blame anybody else. Because I understand that the more people that you need in order to be successful, the less likely it is to happen. I've said that before, I'll say it again. The more people, you need 75 people to make your dream go right.
It's going.
I promise you're going to struggle. The reason that this dream going right now, we don't need but a couple people to show up. I promise you. We got to this church, it was 5 people here. I don't need 7,000 people to do what you do. And a lot of you at a job, you at a place in life, your friendships and everything else. You need all of them people to be successful. You need 75 people to show up on time, have the cameras ready, have the lights, do all of this. That's the main lesson I told Toby. And we'll get to this in another podcast. I promise you we can't go into it. But I kept telling him, bruh.
Let's just keep going and cut it in half.
I told him, I said, bruh, do me a favor. Right now, you're at a point where you need too much to go right in order to make this happen. You trying to shoot a music video, you got 17 light camera operators, you got audio engineers, you got drummers, and then you get there at 8 o'clock, and it's you and Fat. So you know what you got to do, shrink down the operation, because right now, you call, and you want to give excuses and things of that nature, but unfortunately, you in the gray area. You know what I'm saying? And now you stressed out because nothing's going right. So your job is to pull back and find a way to get out of that gray area where it's just black or white. Somebody run through the door, I'm either running or I'm fight or flight.
Two options.
That's it. I don't remember a third one where it's like, kind of like, okay. I'd rather you just, and by run away, I just mean, if you don't want to be a millionaire and you don't want to have your family be financially stable, then cool, just run.
Yep.
Don't even sit up here and listen to the podcast. Don't even go to conferences. Don't try to invest just sit on the couch, chill, go to work, come home, watch TV, crack a beer, watch the Lions win the Super Bowl. I'm not tripping. What I'm telling you
edit that.
Come on, no, edit that. No, keep going,
I thought Paul was good. I looked at Paul.
I'm listening.
Come on, Paul.
I rolled right through it.
I didn't want to interrupt because I need that to be on the facts.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut. I need
Don't
that
worry about
sound bite to keep going. I trust you.
Don't worry about it.
Keep going, C. Keep going.
Yeah.
But when you get to a point where, again, fight or flight, you're either going to fight for it, because when you fighting for it, like, I'm not, like, bro, it's crazy. Like, you was at the fight, and it's like, everybody there is like, oh, but the guys in the ring don't have time to think about, once the bell ring,
Oh, it's on.
I'm fighting.
But you know why they
So
fight?
I ain't stressed out while I'm fighting.
But you know why they not stressed out? A lot of y'all are getting stressed out because it ain't really the fight that's stressing you out.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's the gray area. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not even saying it's the gray area that's stressing you out. You're in it's the preparation or the lack thereof. You ain't prepared for it. I promise you, if somebody come run through that door with all the training I done had, you know how I automatically go into this mode of acting. You're not prepared, and that's why you are in the gray area, because you haven't trained for what's about to take place. And so I think sometimes we look at the event, but not look at a fighter fights
I'm
for how
fighting
long?
and I
How
ain't
long does
trained.
a fighter fight for?
I ain't never had.
How long is a
PRLS.
boxing match for?
Yeah.
It's
About an hour, maybe.
It's not even
do the math. It's less than that.
Yeah, less
But
than
how
that.
long do they train
It's
for that
312.
fight?
It's 312
They
minute
whole
rounds,
life.
36,
But they
and
train-
then
They
whole
48
life.
minutes.
They train their whole life for that moment, dog.
Yeah.
They train, and I think a lot of times you're not training, and that's why you are so nervous. That's why you in the gray area, because you haven't trained. You ain't so you just don't know what the outcome is gonna be. To go back to what I was saying before, bro, I promise you, even C said to me, bro, you about to kill it. It was all of the training, bro. I've been doing this for the last 5 years. It was no gray area. It was like, it's time to now do what it is you've been trained to do.
Yeah, I always tell people Spurgo was so dope because Spurgo just had, it was T-shirts. He ain't had to rely on nobody. This kid was on CNN making millions. He was 16 years old, killing it. Why? He just had T-shirts. And he was just going to Philly and just hey, I got a T-shirt. But when you try to get to, it's been us. We TGIM. It's just two of us. I speak, edit, CJ call, I don't like that, fix that. It ain't no, even how we do it here. People always calling me. My homegirl, she working with, her name is Nicole. She's with Chase. They're training Jalen and Jada on, corporate business. It's a certification. And she always called me like, why you never got no sponsors? I said, we are sponsors. I don't want to bring nobody else in the mix. Like, I'm just being real. He said relying on people. I cannot rely on nobody to feed Didi, Jalen, and I can't rely on nobody else. Because I can't go to Didi and say, Didi ain't that type of person. I can't go to Didi and say, Chase didn't get it. We tried it. I promise y'all, he did it. I told him not to do it, but he did it. I let him do it. He went with the bank, and they let us down the day before. The day before. But you know why I loved him more? Because I never had to explain to him again.
I thought that was going to break us off.
Yeah. I never had to go to CJ again and go, okay, bro, we don't need no sponsors. Because we had this one sponsor that looked out for us. Once they failed, I was like, see, I try to tell you because I'm older, not because I'm smarter. I'm 12 years older than you. So I've been in this game of relying on other people to rely on you. And after that, I never had to say nothing to C. And I told Nicole, you don't think we know that we're doing good in the earth? You don't think I know I could get a sponsorship? I don't want a sponsorship. As a matter of fact, I love this so much, I don't even want to bring nobody else into it. Like, I don't even want nobody else in our circle. I don't want nobody else in you got to be, God got to bring you in this. I don't want you. For what? Bro, you know how much money I make? Enough not to have to make no more? Yeah. Like, at this point, I make enough money.
Enough not to have to make no more with added stress.
Right. What would I want? Why would I want? So somebody brag, bruh, I make $100 million. And?
Right.
You can't do no, bro, I promise y'all, on life, I've literally gone to a hotel, the Four Seasons in Orlando.
Right.
The Cavaliers was there.
Right.
They don't have a hotel.
Right.
They don't have a hotel for basketball teams. NBA, NFL. I've gone to the Super Bowl. I'm in the hotel with who? Everybody that's in the league, bruh.
Bro, you said Dubai with the Saudi prince. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So to make $1 million, bro, that's enough money. If you can make $1 million a year, that's way more than you need to make. So to make $100 million or $1 billion, now if God gives us that, he tells us he wants us to do that because he wants us to be black, that's different. But to personally want to make $1 billion for yourself, bruh, it's added stress. It doesn't make sense. So I was in the airport. The dude was like, he saw me and Didi, and he was just like, yo, E, I thought that was you, but I said it couldn't be you. And I was like, why you say that? He was like, you didn't have an entourage. And I knew that just couldn't be you just walking through. Matter of fact, Didi wasn't with me the last time I flew by myself. He was like, that couldn't be you. He was like, you was just sitting there. And I was like, what else would I be doing? He was like, you was just in Frontier. You fly Frontier? I was like, no, I fly Delta, but I wanted to come down here because I want to make a call. He like, bro, I can't believe it. I look up to you. Like, look, I'll show you in my phone. I listen to your stuff. You just sitting there. And I said, the reason why I don't have an entourage, because that costs. And the reason why I don't have an entourage, unless it's like, if C was like, I need travel, I would have Tommy or CJ with me if I needed security. I don't need that. I told him, I said, bro, I'm finally alone, and I just want to be alone. Yeah. Like, I love myself enough to be by, like, I like Eric Thomas. I want to sit here and talk to God.
What a novel concept.
I do. I don't got to be with 50 other people. Yeah. I enjoy being by myself I love being with Didi. But when Didi got to come up to the church and do her thing, I just be walking in the church by myself. Like, I don't have no problems with Eric Thomas. Yeah. And so I'm just saying that to say, like, yo, we got to get to the point where what do I want? Prepare for what I want, become the person I want to be. So when we cut these cameras on, I don't got to think about what I got to say. Yeah. Like, yo, like you said, I'm prepared, not trying to get prepared, but I'm waking up every day doing what the Lord told me to do and realizing, yo, when you're dealing with God, the opportunity is going to come, bro. Like, Goliath going to show himself. Yeah. Goliath, you're going to get a chance to whip Goliath behind in front of everybody. But it's two groups. One group was there scared, and David was like, who? Right. Who y'all talking about? My man right there? That's a giant to y'all? Bro, let me get that slingshot real quick and get the rock. Why? Because I was out by myself. I've been by myself with these sheep, playing with this. Like, really getting bored.
Slingshot.
like David is like, I'm really getting bored just telling these sheep. I kind of like when the bear come.
Give me something to do.
Yeah. Y'all getting scared when the bear come. Because you ain't prepared. You scared when a bear come. David kind of like, bro, this is boring just watching these sheep just go back. Good. Oh, the bear okay, boring. The lion, bring me a lion. And so he looking at Goliath like, I ain't trying to be funny, but my man ain't no bear and my man ain't no lion.
Bruh.
Like, my man, like, he more like me than the bear is. He more like me than the lion is. Bro, let at it. And so to your point, I just think when you're creative and you've been called to kill Goliath and you scared, it's because what you said, Ma, it's like that, it's that, both of y'all, it's that gray area.
But here goes the thing. Yeah, no, and I'm saying yes and no. I agree with what y'all saying, but on the other hand, like I said, the fight or flight instinct that kicks in, like, I wasn't prepared for no Heimlich.
Yeah, I got you.
I wasn't prepared for Avery swallowing a quarter, and I still sprung into action. Now, I'm not telling you it's the right thing to do, but I'm saying, how do you get people to say, bruh?
Well, you were prepared.
You weren't prepared. I was about to say the same thing, bruh.
And you wasn't prepared.
You wasn't prepared for that exact.
But you are prepared.
But you're prepared for any act.
You ready.
You're prepared for any. Was I prepared to talk in front of 20,000 people?
No,
I didn't have a speech made out. I didn't have. But
mindset, you're prepared.
Exactly.
Like you have a I got to do something mindset. That is preparation.
Yes.
That's preparation. You have a mindset.
Okay, can that be developed or are you born with that?
No, that's developed and born. Some people might be born, but you developed it.
I think it's definitely more so developed.
I'm saying developed.
Do you remember all those life insurance ads on the radio when you were a kid? Probably not, right? And that was because it was for your parents to worry about. Well, guess what? Now you're the parent. And now it's time to get life insurance to help protect your family. Fabric by Gerber Life makes it quick and easy to get a high-quality policy so your family is covered if the unexpected happens. Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high-quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes. Fabric offers flexible policies that fit your family and budget, like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day. You can get a personalized quote in minutes and apply when it suits you. It's all online and on your schedule. You can go from start to covered in less than 10 minutes with no health exam required. Not sure if life insurance is right for you? Take Fabric's quick 60-second quiz to find out. There's no risk to apply. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time. Fabric has partnered with Gerber Life, which is trusted by millions of families for over 50 years. They've earned over 1,700 five-star reviews and are rated excellent on Trustpilot. Plus, Fabric offers more than just life insurance. Their digital platform lets you create wills, access college savings funds, and manage your family's finances all from your phone. Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/success. That's meetfabric.com/success. MEET fabric.com/success. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions. This episode of the Secrets to Success podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Do you ever find that just as you're trying to fall asleep, your brain suddenly won't stop talking? Those racing thoughts right before bed or at other inopportune moments can be very overwhelming, can't they? Well, I've got some great news for you. Therapy provides a safe space to tackle those thoughts head on, helping you to break free from negative thought cycles and find some much needed mental and emotional space. Now, whether or not you've personally experienced therapy, let me tell you about its broader benefits. Therapy is like a toolbox for life. It's not just for those who've experienced major trauma, it's for everyone. It equips you with positive coping skills, teaches you how to set healthy boundaries, and it empowers you to be the best version of yourself. And here's the best part. You can access therapy from the comfort of your own home with BetterHelp. That's right. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and tailored to your schedule. Getting started is a breeze. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist who's the right fit for you. And the best part, you can switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. So get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/S2S today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/S2S.
Yeah, I'm saying develop because I'm speaking to Carl now.
Yeah.
Again, I'm the newest. Like I'm listening to y'all talk. Like this is good.
Carl,
like
I just got
this.
here Wednesday.
I just got here, and I'm saying y'all heard me say. I don't know if I said on the pod, but I'm saying I literally just said I'm gonna do a live event.
Yeah.
And the reason I said that, not because I got a live event planned, not because of nothing, but because I understand that I have to take another action. The book is done. I wrote a book. The book is done. If I don't do another action, everything that I just put into the book is wasted.
Yeah.
What was the point of me doing all of that?
Yeah.
You just did 20 years, whatever you're doing. What was the point of you doing all of that? You got here.
Yeah.
I got to say the next thing.
Yeah.
And I promise y'all, I don't have nothing planned. I promise y'all, I set a date, December 8th through 10th. I said Orlando. I don't even know that's real yet. I ain't got no location. I don't have nothing. Yeah. But I understand because the mindset that I have to do something else, whatever that is. So I'm just gonna throw it out there, and now guess what?
Yeah.
I gotta get.
I
gotta go to it. I'm saying it to 100,000 people.
Yeah.
I gotta do it now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, and I want people to hear what I'm saying. What I'm understanding now
What
is.
would you have done without that same source of accountability? Because you got us and a podcast. If I'm sitting at home, or you're sitting at home and you're calling, you don't got none of this. So you got to make it practical for the people, bruh.
I'm just saying.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
You don't. Everybody don't have E, C, and Maul right there to call and hey, did you do this? And a whole podcast where you can put it out. I'm just sitting at home with my squad, and I'm the leader of the squad, and ain't nobody on nothing. You got to help that person,
Bruh, I'm saying you got to put yourself in such an uncomfortable place. Put it on social media.
Yeah.
I don't care how many followers. You got just say it out. You just got to say it because I'm saying, like your point, if you don't,
You ain't gonna never do it.
Bro, it ain't happening.
It ain't gonna never happen.
I'm saying because I said it don't mean it happened.
That's it.
Can I be real? Because I said it.
Yeah.
We talk a whole lot of stuff all the time. Because I say it don't mean it happened, but I'm saying my chances are so much higher now that I'm putting it out. Yeah. There's real accountability on planet Earth. Like like I said, I don't care where you put it, start putting it out. Because now the deeper part is once you start saying it, now you're starting to fight that subconscious that said that you couldn't do it for the last 20 years.
Yep, keep going.
So now you are starting to say again, it's a battle, Maul. Every single day it's a battle. You fight. I'm just saying, all of us up here, you still fighting your subconscious.
Question.
Like it ain't because all of a sudden you've done this for 20 years that you free. Maul, you call C. There's a reason. Like there's still a part of you that was like wanting to pull back. Like,
no, it wasn't.
Yep. Okay, Maul might be different.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was more so of. Like I said,
which way to go?
It's just like with CJ. CJ got $1 million house. $1 million house.
No way.
Bro, he's not longer in the shack no more, man. Like I said, every time I go, I just left his house.
Don't go there. Trick or
I'm
devil.
just
Stay
saying,
focused,
trick or devil. But what I'm saying is, it could be something as small as, hey, Maul, man, I'm about to put these TVs up. I'm about to do this. A sports bar. And he would call me.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still with. I got on the phone with E before I spoke, right? And I was sitting there with E. I don't think, called E and like, hey, I'm about to write out my speech. Yeah. But I did this. It's just wisdom.
I got you. No, I got you.
It's not fear.
Well, there's a large
the
group
use of wise counsel.
The wise counsel.
And that's good.
So I need people to understand the difference.
No, and I appreciate it, but I'm saying, there's a group of us that we still fighting that scare.
Yeah.
We still fighting that fear. Like, can I actually do this? Yeah. Like, I'm not sure. And I'm saying by speaking it every day and starting to say it, everybody
Can I be real though,
to,
Carl?
What?
Can I be real? This is crazy, y'all. Man, I'm so grateful for this podcast.
We can put the rest on Patreon.
Yeah. Hey,
y'all come over to Patreon right now.
Yeah,
can I be real, Carl? You don't. I don't even know if you caught it, but we're both the same creatures. To be fearful or to be fearless. It's what we've told ourselves. So whatever point you stop doing stuff, you told yourself. You told yourself you couldn't do it, or you told yourself that. If you were fearless, you told yourself.
I got it.
For real. I'm saying nothing made us what we are, but some event that made us tell ourselves.
Okay, but I agree with you. But
it's real.
I told you, my action comes out of fear.
But that's why I just said it's the same thing. So it's the same thing.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
When I was like, when Mama was choking, I felt that same thing that I think the person who get paralyzed feels.
They felt the same thing.
But mine goes to like
because you told yourself something.
It's like when we had a situation. Remember when we had that one situation?
Yeah.
I was about to get. I wasn't about to do nothing. Nah. You said, see, you was about to do the wrong thing, but I still was going to do something.
Both of us do something. One of us does something that's active, that's going to move us toward it, and the other does something that paralyzes.
That's good.
Candace went to Google.
Y'all got to put your credit card.
That's good.
What should we call?
Swipe the credit card right now.
I'm just saying, Candace was going to do something too. Yeah. Candace was going to call your aunt over here, but you was going to do something for that thing right there. And every time you call somebody or you're worried about, you're actually going, Carl pushes yourself all the way back. You push yourself forward. That's the only thing that happened. But I'm going to tell y'all what really happens. The one thing you said was you only heard you, and you boom. For those of us who went backwards, Carl, we heard them.
Bro, we heard everything.
We heard them.
We heard
I ain't had time to hear them.
No, I'm just saying.
That's good.
But I'm saying, for those of us who are not pilots, what we hear is what they're saying. And we let what they say make us act a certain way.
Wow.
And so that's why I tell my people who I love, hey, do me a favor. I'm checking them every time now. If I love you, every time you say, what did they think about? I said, the devil, I'll cuss you out. I could care less what they think about my life or what I say. Because when you talking, you get to say what you want to say. So I don't have to, you're not concerned about what I think about what you say. So why do I have to concern myself? So when I get on stage, that's why I said with Deion Sanders, the one thing I love what he said was, Deion said, they're always trying to stop black confident men from talking and being confident.
Come on.
Period.
Come on.
They always. And I'm like, yo, you're right, Deion. Why we always gotta, Trump, no disrespect. Trump is saying what he want to say. He said what he want to say. Trump ain't never going, well, what do they think about what I'm about to say?
My man said we finna say him got elected as the top official in the world.
Bruh, he just said, they told him, okay, do us a favor. Courts, do us a favor. When you leave here, don't talk about, my man went and first thing he did was talk about it.
They're trying to play
Right
you, boy.
outside the
Right
court,
outside.
Now I'm gonna ride down Bankhead and let them know.
And then he did the mug shot and made $9 million off a mug shot. I mean, made $9 million, bro. Bump what y'all think about what I'm doing. That's why he's so successful, because he doesn't care what you think. He has an agenda.
Yeah.
He knows what he wants to do and he's doing it. Those of us who are not successful, I'm telling you why you're not. Because every time you think to do something, you're always thinking what they think about what you think.
Yeah.
That's why you're not successful. So you pause. That was your chance when you're creative. That was your chance when God gave you something. That was your chance to move on. That was your chance. But instead, you let the enemy talk you out of what God talked you into. So now you sitting there going, what do they think?
Whoa.
I don't care. And I'm telling you, I don't care because I used to be the kid who cared. And because I cared, I was in an abandoned building. Because I cared, it took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree. I'm not stupid, I'm not dumb, but I cared what people thought. And so I move over here because they wanted me over here. Then I move over here because they want me over here. Then I do this for them, and guess what? Those same people that I did that for, they nowhere to be found right now. They did not help me raise my son. They did not help me raise my daughter. They did not take care of Dee Dee when she got MS. They nowhere to be found. The only thing they did was talk when I talked. When I told them, and I'm telling you, bruh, the Bible is so real, and we try to make it religious. When Joseph told them Negroes his dream, it was over, bruh. They hated my man. Soon as he told them what God told him, he told them what God, and so he didn't know no better. God told him something. Guess what he did?
He went and
told everybody.
Maul, he told Camille.
He went and told everybody, and guess what his brothers did?
No, but I mean, don't lose your point. I'm saying he told his family.
He told, because that's what you think you're supposed to do.
He told his family.
I tell my son him all the time, like, yo, they just had something with Chase, and the lady called me like, why weren't you on the phone? I said, because Jalen and Jalen are learning how to live. They trying to build their legacy. I don't need to be in their way. A lady called, you gonna be on the call? We got a call with Jalen. I'm sorry, what do I need to be on? This is his program. I don't need to be on the call. He a grown man. He don't want to be living in my shadow. He a grown man. He want to do what he want to do. So you think you got to tell your family. The only way you tell your family is if they going to be praying for you. They shouldn't be getting in your way or telling you how to do what you do. They should only be supporting you. And guess what those brothers did? They was like, oh, okay, cool. You got a dream? Okay. Hey, let's kill. But the Bible is clear. They said to him when they tried to kill him, and we gonna see what will become of your dream. Bro, they tried to kill my man's dream. They weren't even trying to kill him because of what their dream meant. Okay, if you do that, what does that look like for us?
What does that look like?
What does that look like for us? Yeah. We gotta do what you try to tell us, what you about to do, what that look like for us. And watch what happens. That he still didn't die, even though they try to, but I bet you after that he kept his mouth shut. And so I'm trying to tell you, what happens is you feel like you gotta tell people because you want to get their validation. Because if they can say it's good, no. The fact that it's inside of you is God validating that he told you to do it.
And what do you hear?
Yeah.
Like when you had that dream, is it, because it go back to what is it fear that you hear or is it faith? Bruh, that's why that faith pillar is so strong,
so
dog.
strong,
it's so strong because what are you hearing, dog? Look, dog, what is faith? The substance of things hoped for.
Evidence.
The evidence of things not seen.
Evidence.
It's already, that means that it's already done.
Yeah.
It's already done. And so that's why, like, even when, go back to that speaking thing, bro, I'm so heavy on that faith pillar that, bro, when that moment came, I didn't even hear fear.
Yeah.
I didnn't hear fear. So when you said that, I had to just be transparent and not trying to make myself whatever.
No.
I just literally, that spirit of fear did not
exist.
Now maybe the spirit of, let me get my thoughts together, let me gather, but it was, like C said in the beginning, it was already in me. Diane.
Organifi.
The smooth.
Doggone it, he got me. He said it. And when he said it, I didn't call him on purpose. Doggone it, man. What is up with
Fear.
But
Now I'm scared.
hey, man, y'all need to go to Patreon.
My kids got to see this.
But I forgot to. I want to make sure I throw this party in. Right? I want to make sure I throw this party in.
Marl, if one thing Marl gonna do, he gonna make it very clear that it's already in him. Okay? It's gonna be abundantly clear to our podcast audience.
from the jump.
Man, hey, I'm about to go. Me and E, we're about to start an adult podcast, man, just for grown man. And then we're gonna let the little sixth grade.
It's already in me.
This little sixth grade podcast thing he got going on, man.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Because when he said it, and then he said it was in you, and then I put it in you, and something. He said something crazy. Nobody called him though.
Nobody.
But when you act in faith and not fear, and we could end it with this, whatever. When I got off of that stage, a person who's been with me for most of my life, for a person who's been married to me for over 21 years, been together dating for almost 29 years. When I got off the stage, remember I told you about on Friday night, she was kind of like, it was good. Yeah, fist pound.
Good job.
When I got off the stage and she saw me in front of these people, she saw the God in me. When she saw me standing there without.
Start rubbing on you.
Oh, she started.
I said I ain't seen you rubbing on Friday night.
She was rubbing on my chest. She was rubbing on my arm. And we got the video. Can we put the video in right? She started to rub on me, and it was in a way of, literally, she looked at me with this admiration and just this. And she was just, just like, man, like I heard you speak this.
Yeah.
And this wasn't something I spoke a year ago, 3 months ago. It was literally, you spoke this several hours ago, and literally, I just saw you walk in faith. And I just saw you do the best you've ever done.
Go.
It's when you in marital bliss when you decide to walk in faith. Bruh.
Everything bliss,
and everything clicks.
Everything bliss.
When you walk in that faith, but you cannot just wake up and then all of a sudden now, all year, doggone, you ain't been in faith. All year, you ain't been reading about. All year, you ain't been walking with God. And then all of a sudden now, the time you need God the most, you think he gonna just show up and you gonna feel a certain kind of way. It wasn't the day of Invest Fest in front of 20,000 people that it was all of the times before. It was every single day waking up in the morning speaking them things that are not as though they were. It was all of that prepared me for this very moment. And that's what I was saying back to you, that it wasn't the fact of, I don't know the Heimlich, I don't know. Every time something comes up, you're the first one to stand up and say, let's go.
Yep.
It's that prepared you. I don't know all of the technical things of a speaker. I don't know all of the Les Browns. I was hungry and how to bring. I don't know the words.
Feel any better.
I don't know the words.
No.
But what it was that every single day of my life, I've been pouring into people. I've been doing this when I was a cop. I've been doing this my whole life. Now I got 20,000 people in front of me. I did nothing more than what I've already been doing.
Can we just do each one of us a lesson? Like, okay, here goes a step to take for the people that don't want to pay the $7.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, they don't want to pay the $7.
I'll allow it. Hey, I don't know if this answers it directly.
Yeah, answer.
Maul, what's the last thing you just said? Okay, when you said, I got this, the very last thing you just said, it's prepared you. What I want to tell most of you is the thing that you're scared of is probably the thing that you're already prepared for. And I'm saying, it just jarred my like when you said like, taking care of people, all that, when you just asked me about InvestFest. Bruh, it's the same thing I'm doing here. My whole intention is like, I hope somebody hears something that I say. Like literally, that's how I started on video. Like, your words are so powerful. Like, C said it. That was on Patreon, y'all missed that. But like we fans, we getting chills when we watching you do it. And I'm thinking like, the world gotta get this. That's the same thing, Maul, I brought here. Man, the world gotta get this. Like I wanna share everything that's going on so that whoever's thinking like me, they gotta get this. What preparation do I need when I get to InvestFest and somebody walks up to me? This is all I've ever wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? I've been doing it every podcast. People ask me like, why you start talking more? Because I'm realizing this is what I want to do. I want to help people. I want people to hear that even though you overthink, it's not over for you. You can still get past that. You can get past the low self-esteem. You can get past all of that. You can get past all of it. But watch this. We talked about it. You looking at somebody else's opportunity, you're looking at somebody else's gift, and you missing you. I don't have to be the dynamic speaker. I don't have to have all the real estate. I don't have to train everybody. I got to be Carl.
That's the step.
I got to be Carl. And stop speaking death over your life.
100%.
I'm guilty of it. See, man, I ain't no speaker. I'm not a speaker.
Facts.
I'm in real estate. I'm in real estate.
Right. You feel me?
That's E, dog. Bruh, I'm not a speaker. Steve getting me on the stage. I kept saying that.
Yeah.
I kept saying I'm not a speaker, bro. I kept saying it. And then it wasn't until the moment that I stopped saying it, I stopped speaking death over my life. Yeah. Don't know what God got for me. Don't know why God put me in this circle. But here it is. I was doggone speaking death over my own situation, over the blessing, the biggest blessing, not knowing that 3 years or 4 years after I would say that, I would be in this position that I'm in now.
Wow.
And I said it. I'm not into real estate.
Yep.
And have made more money off of real estate in a year up to this point than I had made from speaking. You know what I'm saying? I made more money off real estate. Like I made money quicker off that property in California than I made off of speaking.
Without doing
you feel me? Period. Right. Without me doing the actual physical work. So you're right. You can't let what God said. I wanted to say to those of you out there, a shift that you need to make is God's word needs to be as dope to you as other humans' words.
Whoa.
Dang.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm just being real.
No,
God,
they're not ready to hear that.
Yeah, what God says about you should be deeper than what your daddy say to you, your mama say to you, your best friend, whoever your little clique or whoever your little crew is. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was God. And the Word was with God. God's Word is how everything got. And so how is another human's word as valuable to you when it has the power to do nothing, really? It really has. If somebody tell you today, Ma, bruh, that was a dope idea. They don't have the power to make the dope idea happen.
Yeah.
They don't even have the power. Bruh, I'm going to tell you something. Now, again, this may be a stretch, right? This may be a stretch. But I'm just telling you my experience. When I saw Hunter, what's the kid's first name for the Colorado?
Travis.
When I saw Travis Hunter get that, bro, I've been watching football. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't nothing else but football. My whole life, I'm football. I know Efferson Walls. Before there was a Deion Sanders, there was Efferson Walls. I know there was a Too Tall Jones. There was a Tony Dorsett, right? I know Joe Montana. Before there was a, what's the kid name now for the Patriots that won all the Super Bowls?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, I saw Joe Montana get four. The white caught in the back of the end zone against the Cowboys, right? I saw Franco Harris with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've been watching football my whole life. When I saw that interception, bro, that's not a regular interception. When he hit that interception, I was like, I see God up to something. I'm just telling you my personal. Wow. I'm not saying I'm God. I'm not no prophet. That ain't my gift. When I saw him get that interception,
something going on.
After they was about to score on them, and I know football is a game of momentum.
Yeah.
I saw like, it's about to be a shift. Them boys done messed up, and now they didn't turn the ball. Now they on the end zone. They about to score. They about to get the confidence. They about to turn this whole thing around. When Hunter got that interception, you could see TCU. You could see them boys go, whoa, we in for a fight.
Yep.
Like this is real. Because they came in thinking,
this gonna
what
be a
everybody else
blowout.
thought. It's going to be a blowout, bro. I don't care nothing about no Deion. Yeah, he might have been in the NFL. He might have been. But, bro, his son bro, it's about to be a blowout. Everybody said it. Vegas doggone said it.
21 point underdog.
Words.
Yep.
Deion words.
Yep.
Deion believed with God.
Yep.
Deion said, believe.
Yep.
Come on.
Deion said, believe. He told all them boys, we wearing it on our shirt, believe. Deion Sanders believed the word of God more than he believed commentators, more than he believed Caesar's Palace, Vegas, the whole world.
But not only he had enough belief for everybody.
For everybody, bro.
He had to believe and never touched the field.
Never touched it. And Deion said in the interview, why y'all so worried about me?
Yeah.
Deion was like, I ain't even playing. Why the whole world tripping on me? You know why they was tripping on him? Because the belief he had, they knew it was something special.
Yep.
And everybody had to eat their words.
Yep.
Here's what I said. They had to eat their words because he believed in God's word.
Come on.
And when your boy got that interception, I'm trying to tell y'all, I've been watching football my whole life. I've been watching football. That interception is not the way the dude was, the way he was angled to go right here.
Yep.
You talking about that's the best throw.
Yep.
When you and a quarterback are, your body is turned in a way that you are deflecting the defender. The defender can't even, I know football. The defender can't get to you because you and the quarterback are right. My man slid right here, and they actually had the ball
right
at the same time.
Snatched it out.
They had the ball at the same time. And he turned this way. When he turned this way, his momentum, he took the whole ball from my man. I said, uh-oh, we got a game, y'all. We got a game, y'all. I'm telling you, it does not matter what your homies say.
Don't matter.
It don't matter if your brothers try to kill you. It don't matter. What God gives you, it's only one person that can kill it. It's only one person that can kill it.
I wrote this like 2-3 days ago. Let's read that first line. Just the top. No, right there.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Who you write this to, Carl?
To myself.
Read it.
Dear diary.
Don't embarrass God today. That's all I got to say.
That's what he wrote down. And I'm telling you, I'm come with it. It's only one person that can stop you is you. There's only one way you could be stopped. When the devil gets in your head and tells you not to believe in God, but to believe in other stuff. As long as you believe what God told you, as long as you believe what God, and the three of us believed, we don't care what Michigan State said, we don't care what other people said. Listen to me very closely. I don't even mean this in a disrespectful manner, because we don't care. But we understood that even our parents, we had to be careful of some of our parents.
And let me be transparent. I don't know that I believed the way I believed until you believed so strongly that I started believing in your belief. Not that I didn't think I believed in I was like, this is cool, I want to do it. I don't know that I believed on the level that I needed to believe until your belief. Y'all don't understand. I'm talking about we broke. I'm talking about no bread, and talking like it's already done. Like, oh yeah, when we get to the place where we got 5,000 people coming out to the conferences, then we need to make sure that we. And he would say it
like
so
it was
matter
real,
of fact.
Real.
But it was like it. So it was so crazy, y'all, that it was like when it happened, like Maul wasn't shocked when he got the call from Troy to go speak. It was like he saw it already, and he was always seeing stuff before it happened. And so it was like he would make us operate at the level that we were going to be at, not the level we were currently at. And that's what I wanted to say. You got into it in your sermon. Let me tell you something. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something about you so committed to your comfortability in your current state that it's no way in HE double hockey sticks you're going to change. Like, I can't remember exactly how you phrased it, but you're so committed to your current comfortability, you could never get to the next level because you almost worship your comfortability right now.
You possess.
Yeah.
You possess.
And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show him.
Entanglement.
Yeah. And I'm gonna show him. And E, y'all let you talk about it, but I'm gonna show him. But what E said was the reason you can't do it is because, just like we talked about, this gray area thing, this anxiety, this depression thing that lives within all of us, right? Like, I think that's something that people need to understand. It does live in you, whether you choose to feed it or, bro, we human. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but that's in all of us.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't know. And again, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's what you choose to activate in a moment, right? So, bro, you don't think I can get anxiety? Like, bro, I've had anxiety, and it's jumped on me. I'm like, oh, what is that? Again, I choose not to feed it, right? You got two dogs. The one you feed and the one you starve out. The one you starve out gonna die. So I try to starve out the depression and anxiety and those things. But what I realized, and what he put so eloquently in his sermon, was Philippians 6 and 7. And I believe Philippians 6 and 7, right?
It's 4.
What was it?
It was wrong on the screen.
Okay, sorry.
It's 4, 6, and 7.
Because I took a screenshot of it, but essentially what it said was, get rid of the anxiety and fear, and there you find the peace of God.
That's not the opposite.
And it's so crazy because we come in with anxiety and fear and go, I want the peace of God. And it was like, whoa. I was sitting there, I was like, yo, that's it right there. People coming in desiring peace with you done brought your own groceries to the table and been like, here, and now you
God
want me
to cook that up.
You want God
to cook that up.
Here go anxiety and fear, God, cook me up a peace sandwich. And God like, Wait, what?
Ain't no peace ingredient.
Wait.
Bro.
This ain't, I told you don't bring this. I can do this for you, but I told you don't bring this. And I promise you, I was like, yo,
good,
for me, that was good this weekend. And I wanted you to be able to go off on that because, again, when you're committed to that current stage, that's why you worship your anxiety and your depression. Because you're so committed to that you can't commit to that next part. So
you can't commit to God. I'm saying that's it. So imagine anxiety. There's a group of people, be honest. Your anxiety only comes when you're worried about what people think about you.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
You walk into a room, you looking at how they looking at you. And you don't even know if they're really looking at you like that or not. You don't even know if that's what they own. But you made up in your mind, they're saying, why are you here and you're not here? Why are you? You're making that up. So when I walk in the room, I just want to show you how I fixed it, because I used to be on that. When I walk in the room now, I walk in the room knowing God could have had me anywhere. He chose for me to be here right now. So if this is the room I'm supposed to be in, this is the room I'm supposed to be in, this is where God wants me to be. It doesn't matter who else wants me here. It doesn't even matter what they think. Now, when I walk in the room, you may have a dude in the room who may be at $10 million and I'm at $50. Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, I already know that money ain't a way of God. Like, money ain't a way that God looks at people. That's an earthly thing. God ain't looking at nobody going, Mother Teresa is trash. Bruh, imagine God saying, Mother Teresa trash. But this kid who just made $150 million in the NBA,
on YouTube.
She on YouTube, sweeter than Mother Teresa. Have you lost your mind? You think God looking at a kid who got a gift that ain't even his? He just born in America and just being 6'8" just happened to be sweet in America, and they just gonna give him at $150,000? You think God looking at him going, you made $150 million. Right. You putting up 20 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. You killing Gandhi.
Yeah.
Bro, do you understand Martin Luther King wasn't worth $500,000? You think some football player better than Martin Luther King? Don't you know they playing football because of Martin Luther King?
Come on.
They wouldn't even be playing if it wasn't for him. So you walking into a room looking at money. You walk in a room. I walk into we was at the boxing match. I walked into the boxing ring. You know who was in there? A little bit of everybody was in that joker.
Yeah, for sure.
I walked in that joker like, you didn't probably watch the video when you was depressed and God used me to get you through.
Yep.
Bro, I'm walking in the room looking at cats like, what's up, E, bro? Your video changed my life. Bro, I'm walking in there, the custodial worker like, there go E.T. I'm not tripping on what I got in my bank account. I'm in this joker like, yo, I'm the next MLK in this joker.
Come on.
I'm the next Malcolm in this joker.
Yep.
Money, you can make money. Bruh, couldn't nobody pay you to do what I do. You can't pay to get this anointing. You can't pay to get this close to God. Ain't no check. I walk in the room knowing, man, me and God got a relationship like this. I don't walk in the room going, I ain't 6 feet tall. I'm in here with basketball players. I'm in here, I'm hugging my man, taking a picture. He's 6'8". He making me look, I don't look small. I don't look small. Why? Because God looking at we all small to God. I'm not looking up to but I'm walking in knowing that I am the best version of what God created me to be. And I don't got to be jealous of Maul because he trying to be the best version of God called. He trying to be the best, and he trying to be. We all trying to do the same thing, be the best version of what God called us to be, not what somebody in America calls us to be. Because I understand that Chase Bank ain't the way you in this world. The way you in this world is you got to stand before the Creator. That's how you in this joker.
Yeah.
It's just you and him. It ain't you, him, and your mama, you, him, and your dad, you and your wife. It's just gonna be you and God by yourself, and he ain't gonna ask you, how much money did you make? Did you? You know what he gonna ask you? Did you take care of the widow? And did you look after the fatherless? Bro, he gonna be asking you some serious questions. Okay, yeah, so you made $150 million. Yeah. Did you buy a bunch of cribs with that, or did you bless my people with that? How you use the money I gave you? You know I was the one that gave you the 150, don't you? Did you get girls with the 150, or jewelry with the 150, and cars with the 150, or did you build schools and institutions with the 150? So, bro, I'm not clueless. I understand when this thing is all said and done, we got to stand before the person that made us. And I feel real good because I talk to him every day, not just when I need something. I talk to him every day. So on Judgment Day, it won't be our first time meeting each other. It won't be our first time seeing each other. It won't be our first time spending time together. This will be an introduction to we out the flesh and we in the spirit, and I get a chance to really meet him. I'm actually excited.
Come on.
Not because I'm perfect, or because I've always done the right stuff, but I'm actually excited to see the person I've been talking to every day that I've never physically got to meet. And so at the end of the day, there are those of you who have a spirit of anxiety and worry because you're attached to something that's not godly and you want him to fix something he can't fix.
Wow.
He cannot fix that. It don't have nothing to do with him. You chasing something that's not him. So he can't help you chase something that's not him. He can't bless you with something that's not a blessing. It's a curse. He can't have you chasing money. He can't have you chasing stuff. That's not why he brought you here. So I don't get caught up into that. When I walk through my wife said to me the other day, what do you want? I said, man, more time to keep getting what he's giving me. There's nothing more I can get. I have a personal relationship with God. I talk to God. People call me when they got cancer. I don't even know what you're calling me for, because I can't do nothing for you. But I'm impressed with the fact that you think that I have such a relationship with God that I can ask him to do something for you. I don't even know if that's possible. But I'm grateful that you know that I got airline stewardess was walking when we got up from Grand Rapids. She's like, that go E.T. And the lady was like, E.T. was E.T. She was like, yo, you don't know who E.T. is? E.T. does so much for the world. E.T. does so much for, like, he's a blessing on it. Bro, I don't care. Nobody says how much money am I worth or where do I live. That's not what they think about when they think about me. They think about, yo, this dude got a relationship with God. Let me tell you something. A relationship with God trumps everything. Why? Because God is the one that created this world. So I'm just saying, you're anxious and you have anxiety because you're focusing on something that God cannot give you. And you should be scared. You should be fearful because now you're on flesh and you're doing stuff in the flesh and you're never going to be blessed in the flesh. In the spirit, let me tell you something. I do know how much I have in my bank account, so I'm not going to lie and say I don't. I do know how much I have. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. What a joy it is when your wife gets MS and you don't have to struggle.
Come on.
Because you know the God that created her body. What a joy it is to go into the surgery room with your mother-in-law who has cancer, and they sent her home and say, you got 4 months to live. And to be in a room with somebody who also loves the Lord. You could look at my mother-in-law and be like, oh, okay, she don't seem like, I promise you, she loved the Lord with her whole heart. What a joy it was to be in that room with her, praying in that room with her when the doctor said, yeah, y'all need to bring her on home. Y'all got about 4 to 6 months.
How long ago was that?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years ago. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. My mother-in-law ain't on the diet. She ain't eating fruits, nuts, and grains. My mother-in-law got food in the car from church that she'd had in her car for a day and a half, and she eating it the next day. Like she ain't on none of that. She on God is going to. So I'm just saying, when you're anxious, it means you're not spiritual. You're in the flesh. When you're worried, it's because how would they see me and what would they think? And let me say this to you as I leave. When you're anxious and worried, you're really giving them home court advantage. So the very people that you are trying to impress, you're giving them power over you, caring about what they think. Let me tell you this the truth. They will love you when you no longer care about what they think about you. That when you don't care what they think no more, then they gonna start. They want to know what. And so again, you say what you want to say about Kanye. But the reason why I love Kanye, because Kanye didn't care what you thought about him. And he is still considered one of the best in the game because he never was concerned about what other people thought about. What you think about his music? I'm not here on his music. I'm not here on the choices he made. I'm telling you, the kid has confidence, is what I'm trying to tell you. He don't care about what other people think about him. He moved the way he moved. And guess what people start doing? Buying his stuff. Why? Because people don't like people that care about what they think about. Like, they may use you and abuse you, but they will never look up to you if you worshiping them. Yeah. They will never look up to you. But the day you're not worried about what they think or you don't care what they think, that's the day they're going to go, what matter of confidence this person has? Who is this person? I want to be more like this. I'm just giving you a hack. The more you care about what they think about you, the more they're going to use you or they're never going to love you in the way you want them to love you. The more you don't pay them no attention and don't give them your honor, they're going to honor you, period. Try it and see what happens. I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback and how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.